Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Good Morning Society. I'm one of your hosts, Becca Scott.
I'm one of your other hosts, Ruel Gaviola. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning, Becca.
Good morning, Ruel. Cheers.
Cheers. Yes, the good stuff. Folks, let us know what you're drinking this morning during the show. We always like to hear about those beverages.
I am drinking the perfect blend of PERC Coffee.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't finished my cup. We will see how progressively insane I get during this episode. And by that, I mean heavily caffeinated.
Yes, that was my favorite thing last episode.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The caffeine, folks. It's fun. It's good times.
It's not a joke. This is not for
Definitely
children.
not a joke, yes.
Yeah, PERC Coffee, not for children.
Ding.
Wow, Alan, just came up with a new tagline for your product?
I love it. I love Nightcat Notbot says, PERC Coffee does not contain crack. That is correct.
Yes, asterisk for sure. It does contain deliciousness, and PERC is one of our sponsors of this show, so we'll get into a little later this segment that PERC has sponsored.
Yes.
But we have so much coming up. We have an announcement about Gen Con.
Yeah.
We have lots of games to talk about. We do have a jacked up matchup.
We have Jacked Up Matchup sponsored by PERC Coffee.
Yeah.
Where Becca and I are going to duke it out here on the tabletop with a game. We'll show that in just a few minutes. But we've got a game on the table as well.
You want to kick it off?
Let's kick it off.
Hey, yeah!
Kick. Well, I guess you don't kick with your hands, but y'all can see
Mages don't kick. They hit you with their staff.
Yes.
But that's why we're going to tell you about Hedge Mage.
Yes. This is from our friends at Floodgate Games. This is coming to Kickstarter soon. I believe later on this month. We don't have an exact date just yet. And this is an early prototype, folks. So what you're seeing is not final yet, but it's a good representation of what the game's going to be about. And what's the game going to be about? Glad you asked, Ruel. It's going to be about mages.
I love that you still do your solo streaming tricks when I'm here.
When you're right here.
Yeah, no,
right?
I'm glad Ruel asked.
You are mages in a garden, and you have, let's open this up here. Again, this is an early production prototype, but it is going to give you a good idea of what the game's going to look like. Here are your little garden, whoa, they're all falling apart.
Oh.
Look at this. Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh. Okay, so I love this because punching is not my favorite activity. I love when it just falls right out.
Oh, really? You're not a puncher, huh? I would assume you were, okay, yeah, that type of punching, but not this type of punching.
Thumbs in, everybody.
Yeah. So you punched out your player boards here. This is your Gnome Sweet Gnome board, Becca. And these are your gardens. Each player's going to have a garden board. And this is one of our favorite things in the world, tile laying.
Absolutely.
So, yes, so you have these polyomino pieces.
I know what that word means from last week.
Polyominoes.
It's one of those where you hear people say it all the time and you're like, I can't ask. They will think I'm dumb. And now I knew I could ask in front of you all.
Yes.
Yeah. The internet will never shame me.
You're punching the polyominoes.
Okay, I guess I do like to punch. It's just when it becomes, 10 sheets in that I'm like, you know what if they just fell out on their own?
There you go. So what you're doing is there's going to be cards that correspond to these different shaped pieces, and you're going to draw them, and each player is going to have the corresponding piece placed onto their garden board. Everyone has a garden board, and what's cool is you're going to eventually get the movement points, and those movement points, Becca, you're going to move your gnomes and your mages on other players' boards because you want to get them out. You want them to get them out of the garden and into your
they're like bunny rabbits.
Yeah, they're like little gnomey bunny rabbits.
Or they're just trying to get Gnome Sweet Gnome.
Gnome Sweet Gnome.
Get back to their Gnome Sweet Gnome.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So you're going to do that, and then depending on the types of gnomes that you have at Gnome Sweet Gnome, you'll get more points. There's also secret missions, which I forget what they're called exactly, but in board game terminology, they are secret missions, and you will eventually also score public goals as well. And again,
so
these
this
are
is like Twilight Imperium Light is what I'm hearing.
Pretty much, yeah. Like Twilight
Public
Imperium,
objectives, private objectives.
Yeah. In a much shorter playtime.
I'm just kidding, y'all. Okay, this is a very cool component of this little gnome that is like a statue, very paintable, but has a space on top that
yes.
looks like it fits these pieces?
Yeah. And once again, these are early prototypes. These are 3D printed.
This is a prototype because it's a really nice prototype.
It's super nice,
cute
right?
Little, we're not punched in enough to show you, but there is a tiny little gnome face on the holding up this pedestal.
Yeah. Here are some of the cards. You have the Guardian Gordian
The
card.
Guardian.
And then your favorite gnomes. So certain gnomes will score you more points during the game, of course. But some of these are secret, some of these are public knowledge.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this artwork. I love anything with a toadstool head. This is a little flower come to life, but the petals are a beard.
Yeah.
I find that very satisfying. Mm-hmm. If this is a prototype, this is the most gorgeous prototype I've ever seen.
It's almost there. They will be going to Kickstarter soon, and then start the final production. So
very cool. I'm all about Hedge Mage.
yeah. So thanks to our friends at Floodgate for sending this over. I did get to play.
We should disclose that this is a free copy of the game for us.
Yeah.
Hey.
We did not pay for it. But yes, I did get to play a couple of rounds at Dice Tower West a few months ago, and it is tile laying goodness, Becca, as we like. All right, cool. So why don't we place this here?
Hey, Ray, can you check the document, the outline? Let me know.
All right, I'm gonna put this back over here. Boom, boom, boom. Everything fits nice and neat, but I have to place this here.
The reboxing?
Reboxing.
Uh-oh, the people need to see us put this in. Nice and neat.
Flying all over the
They're gonna be
place
so
here.
upset. Bonds is gonna come in here, start reclosing our boxes correctly, and I'm taking out the silica because this is a choking hazard and poison.
Nice.
That's where my brain goes. Oh.
Spoken like a good mom.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Intrusive thoughts, everybody. Intrusive thoughts. That's what motherhood is. It is? Yes. All right. This is sponsored from Floodgate. They sponsored this video, so thanks so much for them for that. Yay.
Yay. Hedge Mage. Coming soon to Kickstarter, folks. All right. So looking forward to that. We've got all kinds of brand new games to talk about and show off. And
I missed one.
I
missed one. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Did someone said, I don't think we said this on stream yet, there are people, and I need to know if this is you in the comments, there are people who save these. And after the game,
really?
They put the tokens back in. Are you this person, Ray?
I used to.
Really?
I used to.
I'm so glad you've come around.
Wow.
Because this is wrong. It's a lot of things are subjective in life. there's both right and wrong answers.
Wow.
I mean, there is no wrong answer for your preferences and most things.
Yeah.
This, wrong.
I do have something shameful to admit.
Wow.
I recently
man.
punched out, and you had to punch out the center, and it was like little circles that you were left over with. And I could not bring myself to throw them out. I saved them in case I could use them for Magic the Gathering tokens. Which I will
I
never
want to
do.
criticize you, and yet I can't say I didn't do that with my copy of Blood on the Clocktower because those have velvet on the back.
Oh. Wow.
I don't know what I might use them for. I could write things on them.
I love it. Yeah, so Hedge Mage, folks, use it. Coming soon to Kickstarter, and yeah, you can use the cardboard for other games, apparently, if you'd like.
No.
Becca says no. I was going to say speaking of, but I'm trying not to say because I don't want to lose points.
Sorry, no, that still counts. Sorry,
It's already
Oh my God, it still counts?
Yeah,
Well,
minus one so
okay,
far.
then I think that you've already got one for this very transition, so that counts as just one minus 1 point.
Just
So
one
you
minus
can
one.
do it now.
Okay, cool. Well, coming up at Gen Con, we've got something really exciting from the channel. It's a live event, Becca. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I do! Okay, so here's what happened. Chaosium has a room for the whole of Gen Con. One of those, if you've been to Gen Con, right off the con floor, there's like 10 big rooms. Chaosium has one of them and was like, hey, Becca, what do you want to do? And I was like, hey, Chaosium, we are going to create a unique, one-of-a-kind, sort of LARP, sort of escape room, sort of VIP experience.
Yes.
There's a role-playing element. We are still devising exactly how this game is going to work, which is what's so exciting. We have invented a game for 56 people to play. You're going to be sitting at tables, working with your table, because there's 6.
Wow.
8 tables of
Oh my
8
gosh.
or something like
This is
that. I'm saving a
ginormous.
few.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's going to be really, really cool. We're calling it New Year's Revolution because the theme of the whole room is New Year's Eve, and I am so excited. I'm going to be kind of the MC, keeper of arcane lore, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have the whole Good Time Society team there.
Yeah.
Tickets are kind of expensive. We're charging $100 a head because it's a one-of-a-kind, unique experience. So, no pressure, but if you're going to Gen Con, we would love to see you at New Year's Revolution. And then I don't yet have a flyer for this, but we're also going to have we did the Calyx Live 2 years ago, and it was really, really cool. It had some fabulous players. We're going to be doing a very similar show on the Twitch streaming stage. Those tickets are just $24, and you can buy them now on the Gen Con website. Just look up Good Time Society, and you will see that as well. I hope y'all are going. I love Gen Con. It's,
Amazing.
I'm so excited. I missed the last 2 years because I was pregnant and had a baby. Yeah, it's happening, and we're doing events, and I'm so stoked. And we're also going to be doing a lot of new game investigation. There's always new games that drop at this time.
Yep.
What are you excited about at Gen Con?
Everything about Gen Con. I get there a couple of days early and just sort of started, I ease myself into the whole madness by getting there a couple of days early. And actually, what we're going to do, Michelle and I, we celebrate our anniversary about a week before Gen Con. So last year we flew out to Chicago, love Chicago. I think this year we may do New York for a couple of days, and then I fly to Indy, and then Michelle goes home to work. So
so fun.
Yeah. But then Gen Con. Yeah, I love Gen Con. Games. I do a show with the Gen Con channel every year where I talk about the games I'm hyped about. We do that for like an hour on Thursday, and then Saturday I come back and wrap it up like, hey, here's the games that were super surprising to me as well. So
yeah, and if you're just watching, you can't travel to Indianapolis this year. There's so much of Gen Con that is streamed. There's a whole program of events that are streamed live.
Yeah.
Your event Saturday is when my RPG show is going to be streamed on the Twitch Gen Con Twitch channel as well.
Yep.
It's going to be sick, y'all.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of stuff. And I love doing it because it helps those who can't make it to Gen Con experience Gen Con from the comfort of your home. And it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. I've really enjoyed doing it. You get to see all the new games that are coming out, and some games that are going to be coming out a little later in the year, but you get that early preview.
Yeah.
I love that.
We also, unofficially, we're going to be making social media clips of what we see on the floor, and it's kind of like we did for Gamma Expo, but maybe even more of that, because now we have a plan of just grabbing videos of what looks cool to us, and we'll show it to you, probably on this show.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do some clips that we play back.
Yeah, that just hit me. Like, we're going to have to come up with a plan to do some stuff at Gen Con or from Gen Con.
I'll be getting on an airplane Wednesday, so we'll see. We'll come up with something.
We'll find out. We'll figure out something for you.
Maybe you guys have ideas you'll throw in the Discord for us.
Yeah, let us know, folks. Let's talk about some games, Becca.
Let's talk about games.
Games. We've got plenty of new stuff and new to me stuff, new to you stuff, and we're going to be sharing those right now as we start things off here. We gotta name this segment like new games thing or whatever. That might be it right there.
That's it.
New games
new
things
games
or whatever.
Thing or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Time for our segment, new games thing or whatever.
Here we go. Starting with Ice Unlimited.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see this game, then I start singing Ice, Ice, Baby.
Ice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of you tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll flow to the extreme. I'll rock the mic like a vandal. Wax the chump like a candle.
Candle. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Copyright infringement complete.
Well done. I did not expect that. To be honest with you, that was brilliant. Brilliant. As y'all folks know, if you saw last week's episode, Becca is like the world champion of improv singing and coming up with songs on the fly.
That is really nice of you to say. As someone who has never taken a musical improv class but been to a bunch of musical improv shows, I'll tell ya, That's not true, but thank you.
Yeah, you rocked it last week, you rocked it right now, and I.C.E. Unlimited is rocking it right now on GameFound. They've got 18 days left. They've raised 251,000 euros, I believe that symbol is. And
that's the one.
That is the symbol. This is the second edition. Now, I missed this game, unfortunately, when it first came out, but Becca, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a tiling game, but it's a really different take on it. So you're building, here it is right here. If you can see these tiles, you lift the tiles up. It's 3 levels. Yes. On top of each other, and they're magnetic, so everything stays in place, and you're taking these off to reveal what's underneath them. And so you're exploring the ice, you're literally going down levels.
It's really beautiful. Yeah. I feel like either we talked about it on Good Looking Kickstarters, or there is a review on this channel about this game. I remember the first edition being totally blown away by these mechanics. I'm a sucker for anything with magnets.
Same. And yes, spoiler alert, we did talk about this on Good Looking Kickstarters many moons ago. Boom.
The original prototype of this very show.
Yeah. So as you can see there, this new edition, look at this. All the little meeples, you're going down into the depths of the ice and trying to find these little crystals or whatever they are. But look out for the animals. Animal meeples.
Ah!
Yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous game. This is the new edition.
Yes. Meeples?
Animals?
Because a meeple is a... where does the word meeple come from? It's a people.
People meeple.
It's a me people.
Oh yeah, me
What's
people.
this etymology? I need you to throw it in the comments or chat.
Folks, let us know. I know it starts with Carcassonne, right? Like that was the first.
Like their original meeple. That makes sense.
Yeah.
They're a
meeples
classic.
are peoples. Thank you, Myra Joy.
Mara Joy! Hello! Good to see you. I love Mara Joy.
Anna meeples. Veggie meeples are for Agricola. Yes. Thank you.
Y'all gotta check out Mara Joy in the No Rolls Barred new season of Blood on the Clocktower. Now that I got you in chat, we gotta shout it out. Mara Joy is absolutely amazing. It's good to see you.
It is now time for the Blood on the Clocktower corner.
Uh-oh!
Becca!
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Blood on the Clocktower. I haven't gotten to play lately, y'all. But I do have a date on the books, and so I will have an update for you of me storytelling some more in a few weeks. Now, here's the thing. You kind of got to start with the basic script, trouble brewing, every time you have new players, unless it's like one person you're going to be mean to them and throw them into the deep end. But I want to dabble in some more unique scripts. And I can't wait for a Blood on the Clocktower corner once I've done that to share with you.
Nice.
But yeah, if you've been playing lately in chat, please let us know.
That's going to be awesome.
I want to know what new character you have played that I have not heard of. I did recently watch a video with a Banshee character. Ooh. Now this character wants to get killed by the demon in the night because then they get to vote twice. And they Banshees be wild. You wouldn't assume that's a good team character, and yet here we are.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I know about.
Banshees be wildin', folks. So the game we were just talking about was I.C.E. Someone had asked that in chat. I.C.E. I.C.E. It's under I.C.E.
Do you
Unlimited.
need me to sing again?
Folks, I'm okay with Becca singing some more, so.
I'll hold it in.
Okay. Let's move on, shall we? From I.C.E. to Primordial, Creatures of Pandemonium.
Yeah, we've crawled out of the ice and into the soup.
Yes, into the Primordial soup. This is a midweight Euro game, and we like our midweight Euro games here. This is going to be resource management. You are mages. We were just talking about mages, so here's a different
That's
take
amazing.
on mages. Every episode you kill me, Becca.
I'm so sorry.
There's always a point
I was ready with it when I realized that I spent so long looking for a place to plug in my device, and then I just gave up.
Nice.
I didn't want to unplug these pretty lights. But that one's just...
Okay.
Wait, here we go.
So here we go with the tech, folks. Oh, here it is.
Okay, here you go.
Here's a quick look at some of the components for Primordial, Creatures of Pandemonium. again, a midweight Euro. The primary mechanism is tableau building, and you're going to be going up a skill tree, and you're sending out, you're trying to be masters of a sanctuary. So there are the tiles that you lay out there, and eventually you're going to harness that energy as you do as a mage, and hopefully you'll be the one to tame all the creatures. Yeah.
I really like the simplicity of the art, but really beautiful colors. That little bit of pink in there really pulls the color scheme together.
It's nice. And look, hey, there are meeples there. These look like standard meeples.
Just the classic meeple people.
Meeple peoples. So this one is coming out in 2025. So still early look at Primordial, Creatures of Pandemonium.
But there's a couple 2025 games that we've already covered today that have really thorough components and are fully fleshed out.
Yeah.
Really planning ahead on this one. It has an interesting player board I want to take a look at. It's 2 pictures to the right.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. There it is.
Yeah, this sort of like progressive moon phases.
Right.
Competency, proficiency, mastery.
And that's where the tableau building comes into play, folks. You can see that you're building your little tableau of cards there, and hopefully it looks like you're going to be gaining extra abilities and powers and whatnot. Again, this is going to be something that's going to take a little while to play. It's not your average 30-minute game. No, this is going to be taking a little while because you got to crunch when you Euro.
Give me that crunch.
It's all about the crunch,
here
folks.
For it.
So yes, Primordial Creatures of Pandemonium coming out in 2025.
Very cool.
Okay.
It's not enough games, Ruel.
We need more games.
Yeah, one more game.
One more game, folks.
One more game, and then more after that.
Yes, and this one I'm really excited about. This is a game called Square One from our friends at Boardcubator. Now, have you played a game called Project L? Becca?
No.
Okay. Project L, you're going to be a fan of it because it is a tile laying engine building game. And Square One is the next offshoot of it. This one looks like it's going to be a little more accessible, a little more straightforward, I guess is the way to say it. But I love the Project L, so I can't wait for this one.
It has components with double layered cardboard where you can place the plastic cubes inside of slots on the cardboard. You got me.
There it is.
Yeah.
And that's honestly one of the reasons why I love the original so much, because it does have the double layer.
So satisfying.
Yeah, it is. And the pieces are really nice. That's I forget what the type of material is, but you know the game Azul, the tiles in Azul?
Oh, boy do I. Acrylic.
Acrylic, thank you. Which is
a fancy name for plastic.
Plastic, fancy plastic, folks. As you can see there, you're going to be taking the certain pieces and placing them and trying to match them in the correct order. And when you do, you've completed that card. When you complete a card, you either get points or a resource, and that resource will allow you to get more pieces. It's so you're building your engine of pieces. The more pieces you have, the more puzzles you can make, and you're doing that against your opponents. And finally, someone is going to complete a certain number of puzzles based on player count, and then the most points wins.
Love that.
Yeah.
I take it back. I have seen Project L, which is similar looking to this, but polyominoes.
There it is, yes, polyominoes, folks. And that's why I love Project L, the polyomino factor. And then this one, Square One, again, it's just squares, but you're going to place them in certain combinations of colors and shapes. So I feel like it's a little more accessible. I think it plays only in about 30 minutes, so it's about the same amount of time as Project L. But this one is going to be going to Kickstarter, I believe, in March 2025.
Speaking of color games. Accessible. Is that something that you want to talk about? We haven't actually talked about on the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So accessibility is a huge thing for me, folks, because I'm colorblind. Colorblind. I have.
What color is my shirt?
Black and white.
Yeah.
Oh. I had to think about it for a second.
That was a trick question.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry, incorrect. It's blue and gold.
Oh.
The dress is blue and gold.
Yeah. So I'm red, green colorblind, but I also have problems with blue and purple as well. And it depends on lighting, like this lighting here. That's why I had to do is it really black and white? Because the colors mess with my eyes as well.
We do have some blue and purple lighting on the background for sure.
Yeah. So it's a really important issue to me colorblind accessibility. So games like this are really cool because they have the different colors, but each one will have like a different symbol. So I know, like, going and play a game, if there's a red and green piece or pieces, if one, like say the red has like a circle on it, the green has a triangle, then I can, in my mind, I was like knowing, hey, that's gonna be red or green. It's called double coding.
Yeah.
You have, color, you have a symbol. I like triple coding, where you have color, symbol, and a word that will literally say red or green or something like that.
Yeah.
Triple coding,
You're
folks.
doing extra work in every game to interpret this piece means this. It also means this that other people don't have to think of. So shout out to designers that really put a lot of thought into the colorblind accessibility and to playtesting with colorblind players.
Yes.
And
big time shout out to those designers and publishers who are a little more aware of issues like that. It means a lot to me, and I know I have friends that also have vision issues, so it's a huge thing. Let's get more players to the table, right?
Yeah, love that. And we've already got some friends in chat that are also colorblind. So yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's an important thing to mention. I didn't want to out you.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad you were down to talk about it.
No, but I've talked about this before. I've actually written articles about this, and I've talked to other folks. I've done podcasts. I've done video presentations on colorblind accessibility. It's a huge thing, part of my life. Becca.
You can hire him as a game consultant, game designers.
Boom. You can totally hire me. I've done work for some publishers before, but it's because of modern gaming that I really dealt with my colorblind issues.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I knew I was colorblind back in the day, but it never really came up for work or anything.
Right.
But then when I got into the hobby, one of the first games I played was Splendor. And this was the early edition that did not have the unique symbols for red and green.
Right, on the gym.
Yeah, and I was sitting there going, they were saying, oh, you get the red and green. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, which one's red, which one's green?
Listen up, asshole.
Yeah, you told me red, green.
You hand me a green right now.
Exactly. So because of that, I started, taking my games and going through them, and I'd have Michelle, my wife partner, she would help me say, hey, this is red and green. I would literally put stickers on pieces or the board or whatever saying this is red, this is green, so I could play these games because I love them so much.
I love the idea of showing up to the table with just like a little sheet of stickers that's like, and that is, boom!
Like, yes, your copy of the game
Fixed your game.
is now fixed. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I also done spreadsheets, like for viticulture, they have the different colors and cards and stuff, and I've done spreadsheets like the blue visitor means this and blah, blah, blah.
I don't think that should have to be your job.
I know, it shouldn't, but
luckily the hobby is moving forward in that way, which is really cool.
Jamie Stegmeyer did give me a little shout out when I did it though, so it was worth it.
I mean, we love Stegmeyer games.
Yes,
yeah,
totally.
Great things.
Yeah. More games. One more game.
One more game.
One more game.
One more game.
One more game. We've got Monumental Duel Exploration. For some reason, I thought when I see a game called something Duel, I just assume it's like the two-player version of another game.
One would think.
Yeah, this is just its own game. Monumental Duel Exploration.
Balking at convention.
Yes, and I'm excited about this one, Becca, because of the name of the designer is Matthew Dunstan. Who's Matthew Dunstan? Glad you asked, Becca.
Who's Matthew Dunstan?
He's the designer of terrific games that I've loved lately called Guild of Merchant Explorers, Elysium, Next Station London, Voyages, My Shelfie. Have you played My Shelfie?
No.
Okay, we need to play it. I love My Shelfie. It's basically Connect 4 for gamers.
Oh,
you drop things and as you like organizing stuff.
I sure do.
It's an organizational game. You have your shelves, you're organizing games, cats, books. It's hilarious.
How many cats does one keep on their shelves?
In this game, up to 6 in a row. Yeah. So,
do you have a copy?
I do. I can bring it next time.
That feels like it's a Good Morning Society length of a quick little game we could jump into.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're bringing it next time, folks. But Matthew Dunstan, designer extraordinaire, has come up with Monumental Duel Exploration. This one, you're going to represent a couple of different countries, either China, Denmark, or Egypt. You're an ambassador, and your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to discover new lands, bring in resources, and bring your civilization to victory. It's a deck building game.
All right. Yeah, a little concrete, but not necessarily the the nations you think we're going to be doing it.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I like that.
But here's the thing, with this, this is the starter set, and more sets will be released with different countries, so you can mix and match and play your deck building heart out to any of the countries you want to play.
Deck builder is my jam. You know, something about having a shopping phase is just delightful for a consumerist like me.
Yes, it's all about consumerism.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
I mean, I know it's a bad habit, and so I like to find ways to do it in a repeatable, non-harmful to the environment way.
Sustainable consumerism. That's what we're all about.
There we go.
Yeah. Monumental Duel should be out later this year or early next year. Again, from our friend Matthew Dunstan. I like how I just throw this, our friend so-and-so, our friends. We're just making friends.
If we say they're our friend, they have to be our friend legally.
Yes. Sorry, Matthew. Like it or not, you're
our friend now.
Yes, you are our friend now.
Yeah.
Monumental Duel, looking forward to it.
We should just frame photos of everyone who we've called our friend. If you send us a framed photo, we'll be obligated to put it up. So.
I love that. Hey, instead of games, why don't we move over to a convention?
Okay.
Games. Yeah. This one is a really unique project. I've always wanted to go to this convention. It's called Big Bad Con.
I've heard nothing but wonderful things about this con.
Likewise, and I know so many cool people that go to this thing on the regular. And this one, they're funding for the 2024 event. As you can see, they're October 24th through 27th. Big Bad Con. I'm just going to read their copy because I love what they're all about. It says, "We're running this crowdfunding campaign to cover the cost of the hosting the event, supporting our scholarship, which helps women and people from marginalized genders, people of color, disabled, and LGBTQIA plus individuals attend the con." I
actually got hooked up through a friend of the show, Sage Ryan, who is working with that mentorship program.
Oh, awesome.
There was a whole mentorship weekend through Big Bad Con, connecting people with like resources and information. And I met with a couple people and told them answers to things I know about, running a little internet company.
Amazing.
And it was really nice to talk to them. It's a really cool program. If you fit any of those qualifications, you should look into the program if there's anything that you want to do in this space.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything I know about Big Bad Con and everybody who's had an experience there, nothing but all the thumbs up.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's same. I've heard the exact same thing. That's so cool that you actually participated in it as a mentor.
Well, that is generous. I was like,
Okay.
yes, I can be available for 45 minutes. Let's go.
Hey, 45 minutes of your time. That's great. So, folks, check that out. Big Bad Con. They are funding right now as we speak.
Reiner Knizia is the leader of the Bene Gesserit. We're hearing for the first time.
We were making a Mount Rushmore of who gets their photo up on the wall, and I think so far we've got to have Reiner Knizia.
Oh, Dr. K. Yeah.
June
Dr.
represented,
K.
I think, by whatever her name is.
I'm putting Eric Lang on there.
Oh, Eric Lang,
Yeah.
Dr. K, the one and only doctor, of course. He needs to be up there. And we'll come up. Who would y'all put up on your Mount Rushmore of designers? I would love to hear about that.
Yeah, important question.
Yeah.
I mean, our good buddy John D. Clare, he should have his portrait up there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Travis Chance came in to play
Love Travis.
The new Cthulhu game.
Yeah. Speaking of John D. Clare, I was just speaking of, darn it!
Got him.
Darn it!
Got him.
-1. I was at his big game day recently.
It was the day I was traveling back from vacation, or I would have been there. What'd you play?
I played a couple of games. One that really stood out was called Wine Cellar. It's a wine-themed game. You're building your cellar of wines. It's so cool. It's 20-minute game, and you have these, they look like bookmarks, but they look like little bottles of wine.
Ooh.
All the different types. You have rosés, cabernets, and you're trying to collect them in a way that scores you the most points in your cellar.
I love me a glass of wine, and I love me a wine-themed game. I'm surprised to hear it plays in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it was an 8-player game. That was the crazy thing.
What?
It's fantastic, folks. Spoiler alert, I will be playing it on my channel real soon.
Oh, very fun.
Yeah, very, very cool game.
Now, Big Bad Con, October is a really big con season.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there is Magic Con Vegas, which is a stone's throw from LA.
Yep.
That is also happening that same weekend, but it's only the 3rd through the 25th. And then 2 weeks earlier, which I may talk about more in depth in a future week of this show, there is a Clocktower Con in Vegas. I'm still trying to figure out, I feel like I can only handle one convention a month in my baby mama life. But there's so many good cons happening in October.
Yeah, it's a big month, and I hear you about the whole one con a month thing. Even in my non-baby mama life, I
Pace yourself.
Yeah, I
Burnout
did
is
2
real.
in March. That was a mistake. I mean, I loved them. I did Dice Tower West and also Gamma Expo.
That's the same week.
That was the exact same week. I
Yeah.
literally flew home, spent one night in my bed, and then drove out to Vegas. Yeah, I was. Then I just happened to get sick for 2 weeks. Hey, imagine that.
I wonder if there's any correlation. Yeah, cons are so much fun, and also like socially, anxiety-wise, very taxing.
Yeah.
Physically taxing. You're exposing yourself to a lot of people.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is drink water and recuperate, friends.
Yeah, drinking water is a huge thing.
Cons are fun, but take care of yourself.
Yeah, that's great advice. And hydrate, and I always have a bottle of like Tylenol handy.
Oh yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, because it's a long day. You don't want to have to be like, I got a headache because there's loud noises everywhere. I need to go back into my hotel and like that. You need to have the first aid kit in your backpack, be ready to go.
Absolutely, yes.
And pro tip I have learned, sometimes you just walk out the con floor and go across the street to the Jimmy John's or the Dunkin' Donuts or whatever is there and just have a quiet sit for a little bit.
I totally get that.
You'll probably find someone else with the badge doing the same and have a nice little quiet conversation. But don't be afraid to step away from the hectic nature of a con.
Yep. Gotta take care of yourself, folks. That's great advice. Got one more game to talk about.
One more game.
One more game.
This one is from our friends at Atomic Mass Games, and I have never played Star Wars Shatterpoint, but because of this expansion that I think just dropped, it's the Star Wars Shatterpoint You Have Something I Want squad pack.
This gets the award for longest game title, which we were already having comments in chat about the length of some of the titles of these games.
Yeah, so this one definitely wins.
Well done, Atomic Mass.
Yeah, look at this. It is, the reason why I want to play it now is because that is Grand Moff, oh shoot, I forget his name, but it is Giancarlo Esposito. Yes. Is that his name? Yeah.
It's in the
Moff
subtitle.
Gideon, there's the title.
In the description, that's how I knew.
Yes.
Obviously, huge Star Wars head.
And he's got Death Trooper escorts with him, and he's trying to find Grogu, aka the Yoda baby in Mandalorian. And this is a skirmish tactical miniatures game, which I'm not really familiar with. And I figured this might be a good start-off point for me because I love Star Wars, and why not try this type of game by jumping into The Mandalorian?
Yeah, seems like they have something you want.
Yeah, so I definitely want to check that out because it's Star Wars, and oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah,
so cool.
Beautiful minis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Atomic Mass is known for.
Yeah, they're
our boy
the
Ross Thompson.
Yes,
shout
hey,
out to
Ross.
him. Sometimes in this chat during the show, is working with Atomic Mass, has been in the past, and they make some really beautiful minis.
I mean, look at those minis. I mean,
so detailed.
Yeah. So
wow.
I want to eventually jump into miniature games, folks, and I feel like Star Wars Shatterpoint is probably my entry point.
Oh, wow. Would you ever paint? Have you ever dabbled?
You know what's funny? Michelle and I took a painting class in Burbank. There's a comic book store that does games as well.
Oh, like a mini painting
class. We went there, and there's like this expert, I forget, it's like a master painter, and he's, for like a couple of hours on a Saturday, you could just come in and take like a class.
Fun.
Yeah,
What'd you paint?
We painted, I forgot what it was. I did a werewolf. And Michelle, I think we both did werewolves or whatever, and we went through the process. It was really fun, and we got so hyped about it. Bought paints, bought minis. You know how many minis we've painted since then?
I can guess.
0.
Snail.
0. Yeah. That's one of those things.
Goose egg.
Yeah, total goose egg, total bagel.
But you know what? That's like just another shelf of shame thing, which every true hobbyist has in spades.
Yeah, I am a true hobbyist. I've got plenty of minis unpainted. But it was a great date night. It was a lot of fun. Michelle and I had a wonderful night. We actually ordered some Grubhub. They delivered food to us there.
Oh, that's fun.
People were sort of jealous of that.
That's a very creative date night.
Thanks.
I bet some people might take a note from that.
Take a note, folks.
If you find a mini painting class, what a cute way to spend
Yeah,
a
it was
Saturday
great.
evening.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a new segment on the show thanks to our friends at PERC Coffee.
I almost just knocked it over, and that would have been so sad.
That would have been perfect, right? We got a new segment called the Jacked Up Matchup. Brought to you by PERC
Coffee.
Can we clip that, please? Is that how the pros do it? Clip it, please.
It's clipped.
Thank you, Ray. Yes.
Oh, boom.
Yeah, boom. The Jacked Up Matchup, Becca, is our two-player game where we have our coffee and then we play a quick game. And what quicker game is there than chicken?
I'm not chicken.
I'm not chicken. I love this little container. It's got this, look at the board, the scoreboard. It's cloth, and we've got dice, and we've got chickens, foxes, and we have our player tokens.
We should shout out Keymaster Games. Absolutely love everybody over there. And this one's designed by Scott Alms.
Yes, I love Scott Alms, folks. He did the Tiny Epic series of games, Tiny Epic Galaxies, Zombies, etc., etc. We've got the chicken coop, which are going to have the yellow and red dice. We have the standard white dice. We have the player tokens, which we will choose which player we'd like to be.
Ooh! I'm gonna be this stinky poo with flies around it.
Darn it, that's the one I like to do.
I'm sorry, that's yours.
I like to be the stinky poo.
Yeah, you're the stinky poo. You know what? This piggy. I'm gonna be the piggy.
Nice. So
Okay.
it can play a bunch of players, folks. And what we're doing is it's a push your luck game. And what that means is you're going to roll the dice. And sort of, if you've ever played zombie dice or popcorn dice.
I'm coming in hot.
Okay, coming in hot. There it is. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
get in
So
there.
the player will start with the white dice. They're going to roll them.
Is that sharp, Ray?
Yeah.
Great.
Sharp enough.
Cool. Roll them. And then if you have, here, I'll set up a roll here.
Here, this is the bottom of our frame right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you roll chickens, you put them on the right side. You roll foxes, put them on the left. If at any time you ever have 3 foxes, boom, your turn is over.
That makes sense.
Dunzo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can choose to continue or score your chickens. If I stopped here, I would score 1 point.
Okay.
It's a race to 25 points.
Great.
Now, you'll leave these here. If you have an egg, you will hatch. And by hatching, you're going to take one of these. Let's see, it starts with yellow, my bad. You'll take a yellow, add it to your pool.
Ooh.
And if you decide to continue, you'll roll these over.
Oh, fun.
And look, I've got another fox and I've got a chicken. But I only have this one left. I would probably just score my chickens there, go to 2 points, and hand the dice to you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. There are a couple other little rules, but we'll talk about it as we go. We got the yellow, starts there.
Do you want me to start while you take a look?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start by rolling all 4 dice. Do it on the side here. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1 fox, so we're pulling that out. I got 1 chicken and 2 eggs. So I'm gonna take 2 yellow dice and re-roll because I like to push it.
Okay.
Ice baby. We have 3 foxes, so I am
Busted.
chickened out.
Yes,
So that means it's a wash. I get nothing, yeah?
Correct, and the
Okay.
dice go to me.
All right, and I put the yellows back?
Nope, they stay in the pool.
What? You're
However,
welcome.
yeah, but I do have, no, so the dice, as they go from yellow to red, you'll have a chance to get more chickens, but you also have a chance to get more foxes.
I found that out the hard way.
Yep, so you could,
Here, let me give us a little clean
Oh, yeah,
frame.
yeah.
Ooh, I love a clean frame.
nice. You could chicken out, so what that means is I would place all the yellow dice back here and just start with the white dice, but I would lose a point.
Oh, chickening out is a real thing, not
is
just a term
yeah.
I coined. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna chicken out.
Don't chicken out.
That's not how I roll, Becca.
There's an expansion on this game. Love that.
Okay, so I've got a chicken and I've got 2 hatches, so I'm gonna hatch 2 yellows.
Okay.
I will continue, so I score that. Come on, all the chickens.
Oh my
Look at
goodness.
this. I've got 4 chickens and 2 eggs, so now I'm gonna hatch a couple of reds. But I'm gonna stop there. So what I'm gonna do is score my 4 points for the 4 chickens.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
hatch and then not roll them.
Correct, so you have 2 turns total. So then now I turn the dice over to you.
Okay.
You may chicken out by going back to the white dice.
know I won't.
You know you're not doing that. Yeah.
Here we go. All chickens, baby. All
Here
chickens.
we go. I see a bunch of chickens.
I see 2 foxes, which means I will be stopping.
Oh my gosh.
But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
I'll take 5 points, bring in 2 little hatchlings, and send them over to you.
Nice. Now, here's the question, folks. Do I chicken out and go back down to the white dice? No, we're not chicking out. No way. Jacked up matchup. Okay. 1 fox, 2. Only 2 foxes.
3.
No, 3.
3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. Now, because I busted, my turn is over, and then we go back down just to the white dice. We reset.
Okay.
So now these go back to the coop. Chicken coop. All right. And it is Becca's turn.
Here we go. 2 hatch. We're going to take it. We
Yep.
got just 1 chicken.
And again, 2 turns, and then goes to the next player.
Oh, so this is all I can do?
Correct.
Okay, great. So I will hatch 1 more. I'm going to
One
take
more chicken.
1 more chicken. The piggy's gonna get 2 points, and then I pass.
You've left the poop behind.
I left the poop behind.
You really don't
As
want
one
to do that.
should.
All right, here we go. I've
You
got
take it with you.
2 chickens.
Oh my gosh, 5 eggs?
Oh, we're hatching everything.
Whoa!
Wow. What do you think, folks? Am I gonna score the 2? No, we're rolling. All the chickens. Jacked up matchup.
Yeah!
And there's foxes.
There's so many foxes.
Oh, fox.
You're foxed!
Oh, fox.
So,
my
do
turn
we
is
go
over.
back down to the white dice?
Correct.
Okay.
And these go back to the chicken coop. All right, and it is Becca's turn.
I'm going all eggs this
All right,
time.
here we
All
go.
eggs. Let's see it.
Let's hatch. Ooh.
2 chickens, 2 eggs.
You gonna
Not
score
bad.
them and quit?
No.
Of course not. Okay.
Okay, now that's it. I'm gonna hatch 1. I'm gonna take 3 points from 7 to 10.
Wow, nice.
Ooh, it's happening. It's
We're
all
going.
happening.
Okay, we're going. Go. All right. Hey, I've got 3 of these, hatched 2, and I've got a fox. You know what? I'm going.
Oh,
wait.
tricked us.
So let's see. I scored. What was it? It was 2 chickens.
There was 2, and then 2.
Was it 3 chickens or 2 chickens? I think it
want
was
to say
2.
it was 2.
And here's the fox, and I had 2 of these. Okay, so I am gonna score 3. I will hatch 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. All right, the poop's
Pretty
catching
good,
up.
pretty good. All right, love it. Here we go. All chickens.
Oh,
Oh my
someone
gosh.
got doubles.
Double chickens.
Oh my gosh.
That seems good.
That's
Now,
a lot of chickens.
There are 2 hatched.
All right, Becca, what are you gonna
1,
do?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems like a good number of points. I'm gonna take 6.
Especially with
1.
those 2 foxes, yeah.
I'm at 16. I don't know
Okay.
why I need to count that out when I was at 10. Math.
Math book. Now I could chicken out here. I could just go back to the white dice, but I've got a lot of catching up to do, so I'm taking all the dice. No foxes.
Jacked up,
Jacked up.
match up.
1 fox. Hey, only 2 foxes. All right, cool. So I've maxed out there. We've got all the dice in place. So I'm just gonna score my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And I probably could have done that in my head as well. but-
No. 7 to 11 is way harder.
Yeah. All right, Becca.
Here we go.
So close to victory.
Double chicken.
Double foxes.
We have fox.
Oh.
Fox. I did.
Busted.
Yeah, I have busted.
Yep.
Please enjoy just your regular old
Thank
chickens.
you.
Back to the coop.
Back to the coop. Here we go. I've got 2 foxes and 2 chickens, no hatching, so my turn is over. So 11 plus 2 is 1, 2, 13.
I'm gonna get.
Oh no. Okay.
Do you need a paper towel?
Ray, can I get a paper towel, please? Emergency on set.
It's okay. It wasn't a full spill.
Yeah, and it didn't get anything. Okay.
Just a little on the keyboard.
A little bit on the keyboard.
That's how jacked up we are, y'all.
Yeah, we are totally. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll, and I'm gonna roll all eggs, I think. Let's go all eggs. I got 3 eggs, 1 chicken.
Okay.
We're gonna pull in the yellow dice.
Hatchy.
Hatch.
Hatch.
And all chickens. Oh my gosh,
Oh.
only 2.
Okay.
I've hatched a yellow and an orange. And I'll just take my 2 piggy points.
All right.
Please enjoy.
I've got lots here. Let's go. All chickens. Whoa. Here we go. All chickens. What?
See,
What? I've got a bunch of hatching.
yeah. Oh my gosh, not one more fox.
I've got to do it.
Uh-oh.
No. Oh.
That's a lot of
that
foxes.
was bad. Okay. Back down to the basics. And these go back in the coop.
See, I like to talk to my dice. They usually, not to jinx anything, but I'm just gonna ask nicely for a whole bunch of eggs.
Okay.
We got 2 eggs, a chicken, and a
listen.
fox. And we're gonna add 2. Keep going. Chickens, chickens, chickens.
Fox, fox, fox.
It was, I just got 1 point. I will
Okay.
add 2 more.
All right.
And pass, and I'll take my 1.
Look at that. 5 points for victory. We need some chickens, folks. I've got 3 chickens,
Not
a
bad.
fox, and I'm catching 3.
Keep going. You gotta go for it.
1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm gonna stop there.
That's smart.
1, 2, 3.
Don't listen to me. I'm trying to win.
Okay.
All chickens, please. All
fox,
chickens.
fox.
All chickens, chickens, chickens. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God, are
oh
you
my gosh.
serious?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think I'll take it.
Game.
GG.
GG, Becca.
Yeah.
GG. Folks, that's a jacked up matchup.
Jacked up matchup. Thank you so much, PERC, for sponsoring this segment of the show and for feeding us delicious coffee.
Yes.
And thanks to Keymaster for designing chicken. What a great game.
I love chicken. This has been a big hit with my family. We take it everywhere we go. And as you saw, folks, it's super easy, super fun, and all the chickens. That's what you want to roll.
Yeah, I actually had never played chicken before, though I have seen it demoed by Jennifer from Keymaster,
Yeah.
who's always at the conventions and is the loveliest person.
Yeah.
What's up, Jennifer?
Love Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we've done all the things.
Well, that's it.
Games, we play games, we drank a lot of coffee. We're totally jacked up now.
Yeah.
Ready for the rest of our day. Hopefully you are too.
Told you about the Call of Cthulhu events that Good Time Society is hosting at Gen Con. If you're going to be there in person in Indianapolis in August, please buy a ticket to one of our events. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah.
Ray, anything you've got to take away from this day?
Yeah, I've got your transition points here. Ruel, 2.5 to the positive. Becca, 3 to the positive. Ruel, 2 speaking of. Becca, 1 speaking of. And I took an additional point off Becca for making a second Blood on the Clocktower reference outside of the Blood on the Clocktower hour. I'm so sorry.
That's understandable because you're the one who does the chapter codes in the YouTube later, and now you have to do 2 for the same game.
I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
going to do. I'm going to
Yeah.
have to. We'll
It's
figure
very
it out.
confusing. Everyone's upset. I'm so sorry. Won't happen again.
Victory point for your win in the jacked up matchup. It's going to make today's score Becca 2, Ruel 1/2.
Oh.
We are in
We're
the
all winners
positives
here.
We are
again.
All winners here.
Yes.
And shout out one more time to Hedge Mage from Floodgate Games. This is a really beautiful game. Not even yet on Kickstarter, so look out for that when it drops.
Yeah, coming soon, folks. So be sure to check that out. Play some chicken, play some great games, will ya? And until next time,
See you
see you
later.
later.